I came to this planet in a space pod when I was a baby, too early to remember my birth parents. I was found by a man, a martial artist named Gohan, a name that would stick with me in love and regret. His being will be the foundation of my living existence, as lives he touched would become a part of my very own. I've been fighting my entire life, a compulsion for combat that lives in my genes. A compulsion that would introduce me to my best friend and brother in discipline, Krillin. Together we would train under the turtle hermit Muten Roshi, mentor to my grandpa Gohan and my eventual father-in-law, Ox King. Ox King would eventually introduce me to his daughter in admiration of my strength. She would become the love of my life. During my days at the World Martial Arts Tournament, I would come to arms with some of the greatest warriors this planet has ever known, but I would become its champion. I trained for years knowing my rivals, often decades older than me, aren't slowing down on their technique and efforts. I'd always be ready if we'd have to compete again. Always. By the time I'd come into adulthood, I would have adopted the abilities of several seasoned combat masters, surpassing them with hard work, practicing, and meditating, visualizing my path, preparing for conflict through peace. All qualities I hope to pass on to my children. My wife, she's so strong. Those who can't handle her will call her a bitch with an attitude problem, but I know she reacts the way she does because she's afraid, concerned for me, her big daddy Goku. Her fear looks like rage. It's how she copes. Chi-Chi cares for her kind-hearted Monkey King, and I love my stubborn Ox Queen and our son Gohan, a personality like his mother, but talk about powerful. He may never see it, but his power far surpasses mine. So does his mind. If you can't tell, he was named after the man that found me, the one I call Grandpa. Son Gohan chose to take on that mantle himself. When my son Gohan was a child, while I was gone, my Namekian friend Piccolo watched over him. Piccolo trained him. He's his godfather, an extension of Kami himself. Piccolo can be a Grinch sometimes, but he keeps it real, as any great guardian should.
Must be a Saiyan blood.
My alien genetics make it so what doesn't kill me literally makes me stronger by leaps and bounds. So I push myself through the pain, through the fear, my own limitation. My friends can't tell if I'm brave or stupid. I can't say that I can tell either. But they believe in me, and I believe in them. It makes it easier for us to believe in ourselves. It's invigorating. Chasing my perfection, I've visited the afterlife, and there I've played. I've seen the beyond places, the heavens and hells, and I've always returned home stronger. I couldn't do it without my friends and family. I couldn't do it. Thank Kami for Bulma's obsession with the Dragon Balls. I couldn't do it without her. The greatest demon I've still yet to conquer is my spiritual Saiyan brother and rival Vegeta. We started out on the wrong foot. Yeah, he's over-aggressive, a bit loud, arrogant, entitled, short-tempered, pessimistic, insecure. But he's one of the good ones, despite the resting jerk face. They say keep your enemies close. They don't tell you the power and the loyalty of frenemies who want to be the manager of your fate. And those managers of your fate fear your demise would halt their own purpose for breathing. There are many times I think, man, it's a good thing Krillin spared his life. Vegeta's constant attempt to push past me only accelerates my own development. His ego keeps him one step behind me. He is worthy of being called King Vegeta by his own right. As an immigrant from our shared home Saiyan planet, Vegeta, he married my childhood friend Bulma. It makes sense that the Prince of all Saiyans, no matter how few of us there are, would hook up with the smartest, wealthiest woman on our shared adoptive planet. I've heard kingdoms are built on currency. They, Bulma and Vegeta, are gold backed by unimaginable power. Their son Trunks and my youngest son Goten are best friends. A reflection of if Vegeta and I had the chance to be seen as equals beyond our native people's hierarchy. If you can believe I've encountered beings capable of destroying whole worlds with light from an index fingertip, then know it is by the grace of magnificent masters from beyond our own reality, beings from other space-time and dimension that I've grown. They have seen and nurtured in me my ambition and greatest potentials. I've dismantled genocidal androids, stood above titans, been guided by the wisdoms of angels, studied under and felled gods and demons alike. Bringing pure chaos to order is no easy feat, but clearly I didn't sign up for the life path of least resistance. I've saved humanity more times than I can remember. The humans will never know. The stereotypes of my blood as a Saiyan is savage and evil, primitive. No, that's not me. We Z fighters are something different. An ascended force for good, paragons of justice and protectors of the innocent. I am Kakarot, the sky-born lightning which rides the cloud that brings the life-giving rains. I am the legendary Super Saiyan. I am Goku.